I we're live. We're
Street
live.
Beefs, Street Beefs. We, of course, together at the gym. Shout out MMAI. We all got together and did some training. And Stifler's one of our you know, more frequent fighters. He's fought with us quite a few times, and he's had some interesting matches. And we wanted to get him on the podcast. So Stifler, what's up, man? First of all, you go by B Rose or Stifler.
Yeah.
How many times you fought in the yard?
6.
You fought 6 times.
Yeah.
How much do you need for the OG, like to be on the board?
So to be an OG, I get asked that a lot. You have to win at least 8 fights to be an OG.
Oh, so you almost there?
Yeah. So you got to win at least 8
Okay.
fights to be an OG.
Nah, I ain't OG. Yeah, I'm 3-3. I
Okay,
got 5
wait.
more wins to go. You might
So-
be one of them. I'm just playing.
Hey,
I'm
so
down.
see what we got going on in here. So let me ask you, Rose, who was your toughest fight? Now, obviously, we're going to get to the one that was a pretty bad ending, but was your knockout loss your toughest fight, or who do you feel was your toughest fight
I'd
ever?
say, yeah, the one against Sonny Boy was my toughest. Country Hoodlum and Ox weren't easy either. But
Both.
As far-
Hoodlum's a beast,
Yeah.
and there's some people that felt you beat Hoodlum. So no disrespect to Hoodlum. Hoodlum's a monster, but you really took him the distance, man. I was impressed.
Yo,
Let me-
just hearing those 3 names, like yo, you've had to go against some savages.
Oh yeah,
bro.
he's got no mercy. Like he just gets thrown in the fire. But since you brought up the guy that got the KO win over you, that's the subject that I wanted to address. Some of you may not remember, but I said there was one time in Street Beefs history that I was truly afraid for safety, the welfare of a fighter, and that was when B Rose lost to, what was the guy's name again?
Sonny Boy.
Sonny Boy. And excuse me, he only fought with us once. We got to remember a lot of names. So in his fight with Sonny Boy, it was MMA. You got clipped, and what was concerning and scary is right afterwards he went into a seizure, and it was bad, y'all. The video y'all see on YouTube doesn't have all the footage. It was scary and it was disturbing. He had a seizure for a good 10 minutes. I'm not exact. Yeah,
That's
a
crazy.
seizure for
Yeah,
10
it was
minutes.
long. I got the video. It was long. It was long.
It was long as hell. And let me ask you, do you remember anything about that day?
No, I don't. I remember bringing Turk up there. That was the first day Turk fought. I remember him picking me up, bringing him up there, and then after that, I don't remember getting ready, nothing. I remember waking up in the ambulance, waking up like, damn. I told myself, I was like, damn, I must have got knocked out, and then fell back out. For real.
So you don't remember nothing
Nah, I
from
don't
the
remember
day.
Nothing, yo, nothing. It's
Um,
crazy to sit here and like I can sit back, get up and watch the video on my own time and like think, damn, like I'm still here. Like
how does it make you feel to watch that video and see yourself in a seizure after a fight? Like, does it bother you? Does it make you afraid, or do you just like, damn?
Honestly, I'm gonna come up off of it. It makes me feel like I got a bigger purpose in this world. Like it wasn't my time to go yet. You feel me? Like
You hung on,
Yeah.
and on top of it, you came right back and fought after a couple months. You
I
healed
fought
up.
Ox after that. Like y'all made me like take 5 or 6 months off, and then after that I fought Ox.
Yeah, man. Well, gotta give credit to the heart first of all. For me, it was scary because I've trained with you, and I'm sitting there feeling helpless. I'm not. We had a nurse there, of course. We had people tending to him, but I felt helpless because I don't know what to do. The guy's having a seizure. So
Don't let your past haunt you.
yeah. But you're back now. You had the fight with Ox. That was a close fight. I think you appealed that decision.
Yeah.
The judges upheld it, but it was a good fight. I can understand why you could have felt that it went your way. What do you think you could have did better against Ox?
I think I should have kept it up. I don't think I should have took it to the ground at the beginning.
He was tougher on the ground than you thought.
I was tougher on myself. My cardio got the best of me when I was on the ground. But like I feel like at the beginning of the second, I kicked him and then hit him twice and knocked him down. I feel like if I would have started off with that, it would have been a different decision.
Right. Well, shout out to Ox. Damn good fight, you know. So when do you think you're coming back, brother? That's the next question. I know.
Honestly, I'm coming back. It might not be no time soon, but I'm coming back. It's just because I say no time soon, just because against country hoodlum, everybody. I just do myself out there out of shape. You feel me? Like, and
you want to make sure
I want
shape.
to make a comeback. I want to come back and people be like, damn, this not the same dude that was fighting before. You feel me?
Right.
So, I'm telling y'all right now, I'll be back. It might not be no time soon, but y'all gonna see me again. I'm not done fighting forever.
So
definitely not in Streetbeefs.
Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna put you on the spot. And I see a couple people asking when Beach is talking too. Beach is on his way. He's gonna be the second part of the podcast. He should be here in about 10 minutes or so. So I'm gonna put you on the spot. You know, there's some people out there, not many. Most people get it that fighters fight because they want to fight and they understand the risks that come with it. But what do you say to the people that say that your life was endangered because look, you got in there and got knocked out and had a seizure, and it would have been Streetbeefs' fault if you died? What do you think about that?
I think that's bullshit. Honestly, I had 2 concussions from wrestling and football in high school, and
you got a concussion in wrestling?
Yeah, I moved past those. I got knocked out when I started fighting. I've gotten past that. I mean, it's my decision. Y'all can't sit there and judge me. If I want to fight, I want to fight. If I almost died, I almost died. You feel me? Like,
but
you only live once, man. I got to do what I got to do. I got to live my life. You feel me?
Take the risk you want to take.
Yeah, take the risk I want to take, man. If I want to fight, I want to fight. Ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't.
So now, real quick, you wrestled in high school. Do you remember what your record was?
Oh, I was a beast in high school.
I think I put you on the spot and asked you this before.
I hadn't done nothing. Like my freshman year of high school, I went to the wrestling tryouts, tried out. They liked what they saw, and they threw me on varsity. The next 4 years, I was on varsity.
Dang, man, that's impressive.
Bro, I wrestled like state champions and everything, gave them a run for their money. Like, it was.
Well, I remember when he came into MMA, you know, the real big white kid that used to wrestle.
Long hair.
Man, Stifler handled him for real.
I remember watching
the
big dude,
the big dude that wrestled for, I can't remember what school he wrestled.
Yeah, bro, I think Broadway. But he was
like
a beast.
State wrestler or something.
So you hang out with Turk sometimes, and of course, you know, Turk fought Beach. Beach was Turk's only loss. So there's a connection here. We all just train together. A lot of the guys hang out together. The last question I'll have, and you can elaborate on this, how do you feel like just being a part of Streetbeefs, or not even Streetbeefs, just the MMA and fighting community? Has it benefited your life? Has it made it better?
Yes, it definitely has made it better. Before Streetbeefs, I did a year in jail, and before I did that year, I was on drugs. I got really bad, and I did the year, got out, and if I hadn't picked up Streetbeefs, I probably would have turned right back to it. I ain't even gonna lie.
What did you go to jail for?
Grand larcenies. I was on drugs, going to people's houses. I was stealing people's cars and everything, man. I was doing some crazy shit out here.
You was out there.
Yeah, I was out there.
Mm-hmm. But you feel like, you know, getting in shape and training to fight has kind of helped you turn your life around.
Yeah, man.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Well, you know, we glad to have you at Streetbeefs. I'm glad to see that you turned your life around, man. That's everything, because it ain't easy to do.
Sure.
You got any questions?
No, just for you guys, if you have any, there's a lot of comments going through here, so make sure you drop a super chat so we can get to your comments. If you have any questions you want B-Rose to answer or anybody else to answer, and yeah.
Do the super chat. Do the super chat.
My YouTube is B-Rose Streetbeefs, and my Facebook is Stifler Rose.
There you go.
So anybody that got some questions they want to drop, now's the time. The super chat is the way to do it, so we see it highlighted. But if not, Esteban's going to grab some questions out, and we're going to try to answer them real quick. Stifler's here if you want to ask him anything. He's one of the fighters.
All right, let's see. Somebody said, I'm transgender and want to fight a female, was born male. Let's go.
Yeah, hold on. That's Venom Black beeping in.
All right,
Black.
See.
Yo, Black.
Hello?
Hey.
Oh, shit. What's up, Faith?
Hey, I'm on the podcast right now. Let me call you back, bro.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, word. Okay. No doubt.
I'll hit you back in like 30 minutes.
All right, do your thing though. Do your thing.
I'm a
You
fan.
know it.
I'm a fan
Peace.
of his too.
Yeah.
That was Venom Black. Everybody give some love to Venom Black,
I'm a
y'all.
fan. I'm a fan of Black.
Black and Box.
Bro,
For real,
yeah.
for real. Yo, so somebody said let's get into this subject. Let's get into it. Somebody said I was born a man, I'm transgender, and I want to fight a female. First of all, that was a cute comment. Good job. We've never heard that before. That was unique. Anyways, look, man, the fight that I know this person was referring to, there was a young lady, which is what she is. She's still a lady. She still has her lady parts. She is in the process of making the transition to a man. Now, here's the kicker. We're not the only, or even close to the only organization that's had a fight like that. In fact, in Virginia, there's several instances of sanctioned bouts that happen just like ours happen. The thing is, if a person is born a female, until they're officially a man, you got to let them fight as a female. That's just the way it goes. But even then, we went to the young lady that she fought and explained the scenario and said, listen, you don't have to take this fight. You know, you're not obligated. If you don't like the scenario, just say so. And she said, no, I want to fight. So she got to fight. It's simple as that. A lot of times the fans get outraged for fighters when the fighters themselves aren't outraged. So, you know, the young lady that fought was good with it, and that should be all that counts. But you know the fight I'm talking about? Any of y'all familiar with it?
Is it Fallon Fox?
You don't know about that fight? No, I'm talking about Howard.
Oh, the one at
There
yeah.
was a dude who wants to be a girl that fought somebody.
No, it's so a woman is slowly transitioning to a man, but she's not yet. She's still a female. Came and wanted to fight, and she fought another female.
I'm gonna see
And
if I can find the name.
people kind of snapped out about it, and were pissed off. But again, both women wanted to fight. It's simple as that. One thing about street beefs, nobody holds a gun to your head and makes you fight. You know,
that's
and that's it. The other female could have at any time said, Psh, I ain't doing that. Let me get out of this. You know, but she said she wanted to fight. That's it. So until you guys see us maybe holding somebody hostage, making them get in the ring, it is what it is, guys.
That video, guys, if you want to watch it, it's Street Beefs, Reese the Beast versus Levi.
Reese the Beast versus Levi. Go check it out. Again, I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and say it was an easy decision for me. Okay? I'm not going to say that because it was hard, and I went and talked. I didn't know what to do at first, but several people that know more than me about Virginia MMA were like, yo, and Jacob Beach said he's almost here, y'all. Thank you. Several people that know more about MMA than me said, yo, we've had this happen in organized MMA. You got to let her fight. She's still a female. So, but what is your honest thoughts? And listen, if you disagree, you got to say you disagree.
I don't know, man. That shit's just crazy. There's one popular one that's Fallon Fox.
Fallon Fox, yeah.
And I was watching one, and she almost got beat. I don't know if she lost that fight. But that one was crazy. I don't know, man. If the other party agrees to it, then why not?
Yeah.
That's my like. If
that should be the end all.
Yeah.
I mean, the other party agrees to it, then it is what it is. You know.
Is that the first time?
Be able to say nothing about it.
Right.
Is that the first time that's ever happened in Street Beefs?
Yes. Yes. That's the first time that anything of that nature or anything close to it has happened. And I just want to say this. And look, I'm not going to defend the girl that fought, but dude, she was absolutely ripped apart in the comments. And because of that, she ain't been back. I mean, some people are more sensitive than others. I get shredded in the comments all day, and I'm still going to get on here and talk. It's just the way it is. But some people, it really gets to them, and I think it did. It got to her. Mm-hmm. So what else we got?
Said, what day will you guys be back in the West Coast, and will it be in Cali or Vegas?
So we're coming back to the West Coast in March. It will be the second Saturday of March. We will be in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, y'all. The reason I chose Las Vegas, It's a little bit closer to the Midwest for people like Missouri, etc., that want to make it, but people from Cali can also make it. So Vegas is the trip for now, but we're kind of thinking that we'll do one in Vegas and then the very next week go to Cali.
Oh,
So
that'd be crazy, man.
yeah.
That'd be crazy.
so do it back to back, you know.
What's like the dream spot to have a Street Beefs event? If you could pick anywhere in the world and you could go there tomorrow, what would that spot be to hold an event?
I never thought about that. I would, I always want to go to Hawaii. Believe it or not, Hawaii has a big fighting culture.
Yeah.
Iraqi Assassin, what's up? Where's Beach?
He's on the way here because he ended
Okay.
up going to Winchester for some reason.
Be careful, son. So, I would want to go to Hawaii. They got a
Yeah.
good fighting culture, believe it or not. It's beautiful there. I've never been to Hawaii. I just think it would be awesome to hold fights out there. What do you think?
That'd be crazy. Hold him on the beach over there. Maybe get Max Holloway to fight somebody.
Max Holloway. Another place is Australia. But real quick, Iraqi Assassin, you in here. You fighting on Saturday, right?
Sir.
You fighting in the yard?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
What do you, I gotta go.
I don't
Yeah.
know yet.
Oh.
This is
We
not a
don't-
matched up fight. This
you
is
fighting?
whoever gonna show up, basically.
Esteban's fighting, yep. We might have Stifler in the yard yet, man. He sees everybody else, he gonna
Hey,
want
I
to
might
get
have to
at.
come up there and fight.
Yeah.
Shit.
What else we got?
All right, let's see.
Keep your comments and questions coming, guys, and we'll reply to them.
What did y'all think of Conor McGregor? That's a good one.
What did I think of? What, his win?
Yeah, just the fight in general.
So, I'm going to pick my words carefully because I always hate when, regular
Yeah, you
people.
was going for Cowboy too, weren't
I
you?
was going for Cowboy.
I lost $20
But-
on that fight.
Damn.
I always hate when regular people strongly criticize pro athletes because I'm not Conor McGregor and never would be. So I want to pick my words carefully. But let's be real. Cowboy Cerrone has been knocked out in several big fights in quick fashion. I forget the names of the guys he knocked out, but there was two guys in particular. I seen some stats floating around, two big names, and after he knocked them out, people were like, Cowboy's back. He's back on top, blah, blah, blah. Or I'm sorry, the other guy's back after they knocked Cowboy out. So I don't think that Conor knocking out a 36-year-old Cowboy Cerrone proves a lot. But I do think Conor's very skilled. But I heard something about him doing a rematch with Khabib. Khabib's just going to put him on his back and beat a hole in his head again.
I don't know about all that. I think
Bro.
look. Hey, I'm gonna call it. If Conor fights and screen record this part right here. If Conor fights Khabib, first round knockout. If he fights Diaz, he's gonna lose.
Yo, so wait a minute.
I'm
What
calling
did
it.
you see in the first fight with Conor McGregor
Conor's
and Khabib?
Conor's back.
Yo,
That's what I
this
gotta
man is
say.
really buying into the hype train, y'all.
No, that's my guy. Unless he's fighting Diaz, then he's not my guy. Diaz is my guy.
Diaz is your guy?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, who y'all got? Conor, Khabib, who wins?
Of course, Khabib.
I
I don't know, man. That was a
Easy.
different Conor McGregor we seen out there.
Easy.
look.
That was
This
a different Conor McGregor.
this is my thing. I'm not a grappling type guy. I'm not a fan of grappling. No offense, I feel like it's boring, but I also think Khabib and that grappling shit is unstoppable.
I think he's the best in his class when it comes to grappling.
I think right now in the UFC he's the best at grappling.
How do you think Conor would do against Masvidal?
Oh my God.
That's a dangerous
I think-
fight.
Masvidal.
I think
All day.
Masvidal's a little too big and heavy for him. I think not that size always matters, but there's weight classes for a reason.
Yeah.
I think Masvidal's sleeping. I really do. I think he would sleep him. Don't get me wrong. Listen, Conor's impressive. He showed me a lot in his last, especially when he boxed Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
His hands are a lot better than anybody gave him credit for. But I think Masvidal's sleeping.
Let's see.
Beach must be. Listen, Beach is on his way too. I know a lot of y'all are waiting for that. He's on his way. He must be having directional trouble.
So one of the big questions that I've been seeing is Diablo gonna be in the video game? I don't know, when did that happen? Like that El Diablo, has he been a fan favorite since the jump?
Man, listen,
People
El
love him.
Diablo has been a fan favorite since his first fight, dude. I don't know. I understand why. It's just his image, his personality, the way he fights. You know, you gotta love him. And to answer your question, yes. In fact, El Diablo was the first person picked for the video game.
Sunshine.
His image was put in the video game before mine. And I created Streetbeefs. So, yes, El Diablo will be in the video game. Again, I want to touch on this. You know, there's some other people from other places that said the Streetbeefs video game ain't real. Go ahead and think that. Wait till this summer when it comes out. There's going to be some salty people out there,
Hey,
boy.
yo, that is loud.
Yeah.
I think
Nikki
I'm gonna beat the
Moon.
game.
You said that was Sunshine? Nikki Moon?
No, that's.
Okay. So she said, "Hey, you guys, we're selling merch in Daytona." So the merch right now is only online. We don't have anything. Well, we can get some. But right now it's all just on. It's in the description of every video. It's gonna be in the pinned comments on every video eventually, but in the descriptions on every single video. Then we got Setting Productions. Appreciate the super chat. Let's see. Hey, Scarface, you should do a hardcore street beefs where they don't wear gloves and everything is allowed.
So I do want to answer that because every once in a while we get those comments, yo, you guys should do bare knuckle street beefs or you should do no rules street beefs. Listen, here's the thing, guys. We created street beefs so people with beefs could come and fight without dying. Okay, that was the whole point. So if we suddenly start letting bare knuckle and everything goes and so on and so forth, we're once again risking people's life, basically. People get beat to death in street fights every day. It happens.
And especially since we stopped the fights for blood to get them covered up. So if they do bare knuckle, they're gonna split a lot quicker.
Yeah, and I think we spoke on this last week, so I don't want to stay on long. But you know, again, gloves were created so people wouldn't break their hands and so many cuts wouldn't happen. You know, once you take the gloves off, people are going to start seeing a lot of gashes. There's going to be more blood, and we're going to stop the fight because ultimately these guys aren't blood tested. We can't risk somebody. There's Beach right there. Right up there. Time to
pull in front of that van.
That was
Hey, Beach is here.
Right.
Somebody said.
Tell him.
Would you ever do a tag team match or Royal Rumble from Hurley? Yo, appreciate the super chat. I know you did a super chat on the last podcast, so we appreciate that. You hear the question?
Something about a tag team. Hey, good shit.
Would you ever do a tag team match or Royal Rumble? See that, brother?
See y'all.
So we've done. Whoever asked that probably hasn't been through our old videos. We've done 2 versus 2 in the Street Beef Yard. We've actually did it several times. I fought in 1. Vandal fought in 2. Iraqi Assassin fought in 1. We've done the 2 versus 2 matches. Go through the channel and you'll see them. We stopped them because they're dangerous, dude. People are getting knocked out, getting their jaws broke.
And the thing is like I've watched. There's one in Russia that's pretty big. It's like 4v4. But once one of the teams lose one person, it's usually over with.
Yeah, because everybody gets ganged up on.
It's messed up because like the first 2-on-1, that person just gets snuck.
That's it.
It's
Yeah.
over.
Like I mean, what do you do? You know.
So before Beach gets in here, we got another super chat from Natty McBarber. Can I send you? But first, appreciate the super chat. Can I send you CBD products that promote recovery?
What up, Beach?
What's up, brother?
We're gonna get you on. No, you're good. Can she send CBD products that promote recovery?
So I think I don't want to get on that too long because Beach is here. But you can message me or message Face, and we can talk about something like that.
Email us.
Yeah.
craventube@gmail.com. CRAVENTUBE@gmail.com. Beach.
What's up, guys?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Good.
The Street Beefs fans have been wanting to talk to you. So we have the guillotine expert himself, Mr. Soft Spoken, Hard Choking.
Hey, before look, I sent him a message yesterday. I was like, "Yo, send me like a 15-second video," and he sent me like 8 of them. He's like, "I don't know which one to use."
Yo,
I felt so goofy recording myself. It's weird.
It was in different positions. The first one he was standing up. The next one he was like from far away. And
hey, listen, for a guy that can fight like he can fight, Beach is really self-conscious, man. So, so now we got you in the car. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, how did you wrestle in high school? Where does your fighting skill come from?
I mean, yeah, I wrestled in high school, but mainly I just grew up getting beat up by my brothers, and then I going to high school, and they taught me some takedowns, and then the rest of it was just, I don't know.
Just came naturally?
Yeah.
So, what made you decide that you wanted to come fight for Street Beefs? Like, did you just see us online?
No, actually, Emilio, he told me about it, and then I started watching it, and I was like, "Yo, how do I get into this?" And he said, "I got you," and he brought me to one of the events, and then that's how I got into it.
So you came in, and I believe it was your first fight or your second fight versus Turk.
That was my first one, yeah.
And Turk, I mean, we just trained with Turk.
Yeah,
Turk's he's a beast. You know, and you pulled that win out. Do you remember, how did it feel doing your first fight in the yard? Were you nervous?
I mean, yeah, I was kind of nervous, but my nerves don't really hit me until I get hit. Then
it's like, well, that's the opposite for everybody. Like, most people.
Like, once I get hit, I start getting nervous.
And like, damn, this is real.
Once I'm in there,
right.
I don't realize it's real until I get hit.
But you hung in there. If I remember the fight, you know, if I remember, he was doing pretty good in the fight.
He went the flying knee out the jump, and I was just like, oh.
It's real now. Right. So let me ask you, man. You fought several times. Now you got our lightweight belt. And you got a big fight versus J-Rock coming up.
He's a beast.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Fight.
Now, personally, I didn't like it just because he is a little heavier, but technically by our rules, he can get right down under into that weight class. Are you concerned about the weight advantage?
I mean, not too much. I've been trying to put on some weight, but
I know.
I've always wrestled up in high school, so.
So you're used to bigger guys.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I just grappled with you, and you did just fine. And I outweigh you by like 800 pounds. So I'm sure you'll be fine.
Strong motherfucker.
You know. Let me say this though. So when you go in with J-Rock, if you defend this will be, I think, your third title defense or second.
Second. All right, well, I fought Juice Box for the title, and it'll be the first.
That was a fun fight, man.
Man, that was a great fight.
He's a scrapper for sure.
He is. He's a scrapper. Shout out to Juice Box. Do you have any thoughts of either A, going up to the 165 division to try to take the belt, or B, dropping down to the microweight and taking it, or you just gonna stay where you at?
I'm gonna stay where I'm at for now, but eventually I might. I was thinking about dropping down to 145. That's the top of the weight class, right?
That's the top of it, yep. And so let me ask you something about your brother. So your other brother, we call him Big Beach. He just went, both of y'all fought amateur boxing recently.
Yeah.
Did y'all fight on the same card?
No, he fought his first amateur boxing, and then he fought the Tough Man, and then I did the amateur boxing at a different event. But
Now, did he win the Tough Man?
yeah, he won it.
Awesome,
He's a
awesome.
beast.
So how did your boxing match go?
It went not how I expected. Off the jump, he caught me off a pretty nice, I think it was a left, stunned me a little bit, but I came back. I thought I was winning it, but I guess I lost by decision.
They gave him this.
Yeah,
Hey, listen.
He was a good fighter.
You got in there. You don't even necessarily consider yourself a boxer, and you got in there and boxed, and the guy couldn't take you out. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So, you know, for those that are asking, Beach is the second guy to be put into the video game. The gaming company, the producer contacted you?
Yeah, I was in touch with him a little bit, but not
So,
too much.
what is he wanting to do? Like, get video with you, pictures, or?
Yeah, he's gonna get some pictures and a couple videos so he can get like how our fighting style down for the game.
How do you feel about being in a video game?
I'm actually super excited about that. I'm not gonna lie, it's awesome.
That's pretty cool. So you've been doing some more organized stuff, etc. Is your ultimate goal to try to make a career of MMA?
Yeah, I would like to do that, but who knows how that's gonna go. But I'm committed to it.
I'm going to throw out that I think you and your brother should start your own YouTube channel and really promote yourself. I think all of our fighters should do that, but especially guys like you, etc., that have a big following. So you guys should think about that. I'd be glad to help you.
I've started a channel. I just don't really know how to talk to a camera.
That's the weirdest
We've all
part,
started
man.
there,
Yeah.
believe me.
You just got to pretend it's somebody else. Once your fans talk shit to you a little bit, and then it loosens you up and you feel comfortable talking back.
Word.
You got any questions for Beach?
Yeah.
See who else, if anybody's got something
So
for him.
somebody said Beach versus Bermuda. Do you see that happening in the future? I want to know your thoughts on future potential Street Beefs fights you want to see.
One dude I would like to fight, Menace Mike. He looks like he has a little bit of
That would be a
training.
good fight.
That
man.
would be a
That
good
would be
fight.
Really good.
Yeah.
I like Menace Mike.
Menace Mike,
He's like
shout
a good
out.
fighter.
So we might make that happen. After your fight with J-Rob.
Like right
I like
after.
that fight. Yeah, I like that. Anybody else on your radar?
No, not that many people. I haven't really been watching all the fights recently.
You just kind of taking them as they come?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, he mentioned Bermuda. Now, I apologize to Bermuda in advance. I don't know, Bermuda's fought with us once, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Several people have brought Bermuda up and said that he looked very, very skilled. So, shout out to Bermuda. Yeah, Beach mentioned your name.
I'll have to watch him.
Are you guys in the same weight class?
He looks about my size. I'm not sure what he weighs.
What else you got?
There's one big one. I've been getting this since we started the live chat. Is would he ever fight Italian Tyson?
That's
I'd
a
have
big
to
weight gap.
put some weight on for that.
Yeah,
fight.
that's a big weight gap. I'm not going to speak for him, but I
That's what I
am.
figured. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking a good 35 pounds there, because
Yeah, that man
Tyson's
got some
almost
power.
180.
And
Yeah,
that's
Really? Tyson's almost 180?
yeah. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. I know he's in the 165 to 180 weight class.
okay.
So I don't know exactly what he weighs, but you got to understand, Beach is only weighing in around 145.
Yeah.
So that's still a big gap.
I got excited.
Any more?
All right. Let's see.
I thought I was gonna fight Screamo.
Nick Stewart,
That man's
appreciate
big
the
as shit.
super chat, brother. Beach, pick a guy in the car to box for $1,000.
Damn, Beach. They said you got to pick one of us in the car to box for $1,000 bucks.
I'll let him slump me for 25% of that.
I'll fight any of them for $1,000. He put a poke right now.
$1,000 let's get it, right? Hey,
Just give him the $1,000. I won't even fight.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's see, Beach. Somebody asked how tall you were.
5'9", almost 5'10", almost there.
You growing, man. And now,
Yeah.
Beach, tell everybody how old you are. This blew my mind.
18 years old.
What?
The boy
You're
ain't but
lying.
18.
Really?
He's
Yeah.
18
Dang.
years old.
Yo.
So he's got his whole life ahead of him.
That's
Yeah, I
awesome,
got
man.
a lot of time.
How well, you said you've been fighting your whole life. How much training have you done, or have you started at a gym
Yeah, I
recently?
started going to this gym in Inwood called Squared Circle. It's a boxing gym. I've been working on my stand-up a little bit, and I've been to like a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym like 3 days once.
Came to Nature Corner a few times. You kind of just go around the gyms a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, I just kind of go everywhere, try and learn from everybody.
You said you're going to try to make it to MMA a little more frequently.
Yeah,
That's
a
what's
pretty
up.
good gym.
That's what's up. I think with the training, man, you really could go places, and I mean that. I'm sure
Yeah.
the fans probably think so as well.
Training and connections, what you need.
Oh, this would pretty be a cool matchup. Beach versus El Diablo. Somebody.
Why y'all want to do El Diablo like that,
Come
man?
on.
Listen,
Hey,
hey,
he had a really good fight against Hands of
Hey,
Stone.
that man has some heart. I'll
he
tell you
does.
that.
Yeah, no, he does. 100%.
No quit. No,
He don't quit,
whatsoever.
and he gets angry pretty quickly.
When he gets
You know.
knocked down, he gets back up.
Even
pissed
in
off.
sparring, man, he's like that.
I'll be right back, y'all. Esteban's running the live for just a second.
Oh man, all the pressure's on. All right, so Some people are asking Iraqi Assassin, when are they gonna see you on the fighting again? I know we announced, but some people are new on here,
Right.
so
So I fought last event. When was that? The 8th?
yeah, the
I think
8th.
The 8th of this month. Yeah, January. And I will be fighting this Saturday again. So just make sure you go subscribe to the Street Beef GoPro channel. This is where you're gonna have all your alternate angles.
Let's
of
go
each
ahead and
fight.
get our shout outs and while he's
Yeah.
going.
So the angles of my fight are a lot better.
Yeah,
You
so-
can actually like see the hits.
All right,
Yeah.
so Beach, when was the last time you lost a fight, and how did you lose?
The last time I lost a fight was that boxing match, and I lost the MMA match, another amateur event, but I lost by rear naked.
Oh,
Make a
man.
joke, my own move.
Just quickly, I
yeah.
want to go ahead and give a shout out to Sunshine Trask. You know, if you're watching this, big love or whatever it is. Shout out to Esteban. He's sitting right here, of
Yeah,
course.
we
Lord
put in
Esteban
work,
on YouTube.
man.
Make sure you subscribe to his channel, man. If you're not subscribing, you're missing out. Okay.
Yeah,
And then
he
shout out
put
to
good
Beach.
Somebody
content.
said
Big
it's
Beach.
disappointing he didn't get to fight Guru. You did fight him, right?
Yeah, I already
Yeah.
fought him once.
Yeah. Once
So-
you might have to run it back again.
They're supposed to, but
I would like to fight Guru. I
Yeah.
just don't know. Like just straight up like MMA, not even boxing. Just go straight up MMA with him. I know I
Yeah.
like outweigh him by a lot, but if it's a beef, you know, at this point.
Nighttime doo doo.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, yeah.
Let's see. Yo, Beach. So, who would you say is your favorite fighter so far? In the yard,
In the
or
yard?
or honestly, just in general. Like, is there anybody that you look up to? You try to like, not necessarily copy their style, but get inspiration from them.
not their fighting style, but Conor McGregor. He's taking how he's doing in the UFC. He's won 2 belts already in 2 different weight classes, and he's going for his 3rd. So, what's there not to look up to there?
Yeah. Who?
And he's making the most money in the UFC.
Exactly,
It's
bro.
crazy.
How do you feel about that fight with Connor? Or not with Cowboy?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good fight. Those shoulder checks surprised me. I said as soon as that happened, I'm trying that.
Yeah.
I'm trying those. And then that head kick, a nasty head kick.
Bro, I was so surprised. Like, at first, like as soon as it ended, I was like, "Yo, this is fake." But then once they showed the replay, I was like, "Yo, that head kick was real, bro. That put him out." And on those shoulders, pops, man, that busted up his nose too, pretty
Yeah.
bad.
You got right on the bridge of the nose.
Yeah, it was crazy.
There's that second one, you see his head pop up.
Yeah.
I like Khabib because like
Word.
groundwork. Like who doesn't want to be
Yeah,
as
and
good
he-
as Khabib?
he's
Yeah,
a
he just
real-
controls the fight the whole
Yeah.
time.
He's real humble too.
Yeah, and that's what like I mean. This kid, he's not a kid. He's a grown man. But when he was a kid, he was wrestling bears, man. Like that's
Word.
crazy,
Who,
bro.
Yeah, that
Like-
would be insane.
There's an actual video on YouTube. He was out there wrestling with a bear
Yeah.
That's insane.
when he was like what 12, 11 years old.
How big was the bear?
He was a baby bear.
Yeah, it
but
was
I
a
mean,
baby
come on,
bear, but
Alex.
still, it's a bear.
I mean, how many people do you know wrestle bears around here? You know,
Never met one.
I'm just saying, like that's what I mean. If anything, I would love to get as good as he is on the ground.
Yeah.
Just because I feel if you're that good and you're confident in yourself, you can always win the match.
Yeah, you can
on
always
the
take it to
ground,
the
yeah.
ground if you're that confident in your skills. You guys try to have, hold on.
This is why I like Khabib though. Like I like Khabib just because he controls the fight. He seems like he's really good at standing up boxing. But once you go
he's
to
a heavy hitter too.
once you go to the ground, I mean, like it's just
It's
game
really-
over.
Do you
Yeah,
guys
nothing to
believe
do
what
with
Connor
that.
said that he had been drinking, like during the before his fight with Khabib and all that stuff, and that he would they said that he would drop somebody in practice and leave for a couple days and not even come back.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I'd like to see that match again with Khabib, with
Yeah.
Connor being serious.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know
that
if it'll
too.
be a different outcome. I want Connor to win, but I feel like Khabib's gonna win that just because of what he's always
Right.
done, bro.
But see, Khabib as
Yeah.
well. Like I feel like he's a focused fighter, and he's got his dad with him. And if you're from that part of the world, you know what I'm saying, like you know,
Yeah.
like your dad being there is a very big, you know, like you don't want to let him down. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like his
Yeah.
dad is the biggest, what you call it?
Motivation.
Influence. Yeah,
Yeah.
influence on him. Like I feel like he won
Yeah.
because of his dad. You know, and I feel like that's why. I mean, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do any of this stuff, and I follow him on Instagram, and he seems like he's a very good dude. Like he goes around and does the right things, and when you got a father that's as big as influence as he is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
pretty hard.
well, we got a question from Robin Morgan. Beach, out of all your wins, who would you say was the hardest?
Turk for sure. I told him that earlier too. I was like, the rematch, you might win it. We'd have to go for a trilogy. That man's a lot better on the ground. His ground game shot up.
Yeah, man, he's been training
I was
hard.
extremely impressed today.
Oh, for real, you guys
Yeah.
got some rounds in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all went out and got some groundwork.
Yeah.
Beach,
Yes, sir.
it was you, Turk. What's his name? Forgot his name.
B-Rose?
B Rose. Yeah.
Was Preston out there doing?
Yeah.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know he did any grappling. That's cool.
He did a little bit with me. I mean, he wasn't. Yeah. And there was a new guy in there. He was working out with us too. So.
Okay. Oh, Gabriel, big dude. Yeah, he's
No. There's another guy, like
Okay.
a smaller
Short
guy.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you burn the place down while I was gone?
Yeah, we went ahead and shouted out everything.
My man.
Yeah.
So we ain't gonna hold you much longer, Beach. Maybe run 2 more questions. Do we have 2 more?
All right. Yeah.
If y'all want to put the man on the hot seat, you better do it now.
let's see.
What you got for me, guys?
And somebody asked if you had a girl.
Yeah.
I hope that's a girl asking that. Do you have a girl?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's got a woman, so that's out, damn it.
Yeah, a lot of somebody keeps commenting. Beach, will you grapple me? I'm 15. I've been doing jiu-jitsu, MMA, taekwondo for 9.5 years, and I'm not. And if not, when I turn 18.
15, 9.5 years. You've been training almost all your life.
Yeah.
Man, been training since he was 6.
Yeah.
I mean, we let people underage grapple, so I'm sure Beach, you'd be cool to grapple with somebody,
Yeah,
right?
That's
Yeah.
fine. If y'all
Yeah.
come to the yard, I'm down.
Come to the yard, we'll let you grapple, man, no problem. And that's, you got to be 18 to fight, but to grapple, y'all, everybody's welcome.
Yep.
You got any more?
Not really, man. A lot of these questions we've answered already. One that I see a lot is in your weight class, who do you think would give you the most trouble?
So, you understand that question?
Yeah,
Like, who do you
it's a
think would?
struggle to fight, like most challenging fighter?
I feel like J-Rock, who you're fighting, is probably gonna be one of your toughest fights.
That's gonna be my toughest fight. He's one of the best fighters in the yard.
J-Rock's definitely tough, man. He
Yeah,
is.
He's a tough dude. So
I think that's going to be your toughest one, not to answer for you. But
he took Italian Tyson's punch. And
Yeah.
that man hits hard.
yeah.
So I'm definitely not putting him to sleep. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to decision with this one because his ground game's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's a grinder, man.
He's a grinder. Yep.
So, Beats, they asked, what's your Instagram, man? Where can they find you?
My Instagram's jbeach320, and my YouTube is just Jacob Beach.
JBeach320, y'all. That's his Instagram.
320.
So,
So listen, we're not
my
gonna.
birthday.
That,
that's why I think.
got it.
Oh, nice.
Everybody give some love to Beach. We will be back Saturday with a big day of fights. Now listen, 3 weeks of fights in a row. We got Saturday in the yard, next Saturday in Daytona Beach, then the Saturday after that, back in the yard. It's going down. Big month of fights. So hopefully y'all stick with us. Beach, it was awesome to have you, bro.
Thanks for having me, guys. Make sure y'all come out Saturday. I'll be there for a little bit.
Real quick, what's your YouTube channel again?
Jacob Beach. I'm probably gonna change it to Beach Bros and have me and my brothers on there.
So it's Jacob Beach, but he said he may change it to Beach Bros. Go subscribe, follow him on Instagram, show the guy some support. We'll be back soon.
And so with the merch, guys, we have a promo code that's running till the end of this month. It's all caps, guns down, SB. All right, for 10% off on all the merch. All right.
Grab that. We'll see y'all soon, man.
All right,
Peace.
guys.
Peace.